In the fourth assignment, we've been told that we are not in compliance as far as the company policy is concerned, where anyone who works more than 80 hours has to get approval before being paid. So what we've been asked to do is to create a graphic presentation that highlights the instance where Fairmont was not in compliance with this rule. And can we highlight who the employee is and the number of hours that they worked in each of these instances? So these are some of the skills that we're going to be using on Tableau. So let's go ahead and open our workbook. I've already named my sheet required approval missing. And I misspelled it a little, so let me correct that. Required approval missing. Okay, so what I need is this first dimension of approval. I bring that to the column. So we'll see you have null, not applicable, and okay are the three options. So if it's okay, we don't have anything to worry about. Not applicable means it's under 80 hours, that doesn't need approval. It's the ones that are null that's a problem. So let's go ahead and take the gross amount and drag it in over here. And lo and behold, we already see what our problem is over here. So let's take gross, bring it into marks, and then take it to label. And it tells it what the dollar amounts are. Again, the one that's okay is not a problem, so I will exclude it. The one that's not applicable is not a problem, so I exclude it. Now I identified the dollar amount that's a problem. We have paid out $195,110 to someone. We need to see who this someone possibly is. So I will take the last name and bring it to the column shelf. And I can take the approval, this one off, because I already know what we're looking at. So we have two employees, Earls and Perez. All of it is Earls. Perez is not a problem. So let us go ahead and exclude Perez. So now we have Earls. This is a problem. We've identified the individual who is a problem. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do over here is I need to, after I've gotten this part done, I need to look at the date. When was she paid? So I bring that into the column. And now I take the name out because I know who this employee is. Okay. Now in date, I'm going to click on the drop down, click on more, and click on custom. And then again, the drop down button, and I say I want month, day, year. I want more specific information. And I say, okay. So now what you will see over here is I know what the dollar amounts are that was paid. I knew the total amount. Now this is giving me the distribution. Now further, what I need is the hours. How many hours did this person work on each of these pay periods? So bring that into the column shelf. And I'm going to take actually that should be in the row shelf. And I'm going to take the dollar amount out, remove that. Okay. So this is giving me the hours that this individual has worked. Bring the hours over here and take it to label. And so this now gives me the hours that Earls worked and the compensation. On Feb 12th, you can see this over here. Now the date looks a little too close in terms of visually being able to see it well. So what I can do over here is I can take the date and I can move this around, and let's see how I would do that. From the measures, sorry, not from the over here where we are seeing over here the I'm sorry, the date. We will give me a second to see what I would do. I'm just trying to make it look visually a little more appealing. That's all it is. I already specified. Not changing that. I can go to the, should be in the labels box. That's where this needs to be. So I will take date into the labels box. And you can move these around. At this point of time, I can't seem to remember. How about I let you try and figure this one out and we'll discuss it in class. I'm going to remove it from here. Okay, and I'm also going to remove gross because our focus now is really on the hours. Okay, so this tells me, so here instead of hours, I will have gross. Need to drag that in here. And I shall take this one out now. Okay, not so much better picture over here. So I have by the week, each week, how much is every 2 weeks is individual, how many hours they worked, and what the compensation was. Okay, so you can see it's all over the place, but all of these are above the 80. And this individual has not gotten approval. So you need to read the case and see who this individual is, and is there any connection to anyone else? Is there a story you can tell? Again, I would go over here to the snip and sketch, and I will bring this in over here, copy it, and put it in my Word document. And you can go ahead with your discussion. Okay, so you would identify the name of the employee, the total dollar amount, and this is giving a visual picture of the hours this individual is working over the time period that we are talking about, and what needs to possibly be done in terms of investigation about this employee, who this individual is, where they work, are they known, how long they worked, any kind of details you can get from the case. You need to add that over here. Save this as assignment 4 as a PDF file and submit it on Blackboard.